Shia.
Oh, okay. All right, Wildcat fans, on a snowy Wednesday night, here we are in Farmington, Minnesota. The Eagan Wildcats in their way blues getting right to the left. Start out with Noah McPherson hitting that quick shot by Farmington. Nice save. And pushed out wide by Prouty. You got Prouty, Gannon, Lawrence, Austin, and Bauman starting off this game. Gannon takes it back around to his own goal line. Tries to slide it up to Lawrence. Gets swarmed by white sweaters. Farmington swings a shot from the far boards. Knocked down by Bauman. Bauman up ice looking for Austin. Austin tips it back to center ice. But the puck ends up on Elliot Bauman's stick to Lawrence. Lawrence tried to find Bauman. Sailed a little bit high on him. And Farmington pushes it back into the Eagan defensive zone. Farmington wins the race to the puck. Topside circle. Nice job. Good poke check by Jimmy Lawrence. Seals the puck right off his stick and gets it up to Austin. Austin makes a nice move. Low side circle. In the Farmington defensive zone. Spins it out. He's joined by Beckett Laurent to the post. Slap shot. Deflected by Donahue. Just wide left. So yeah, Stricker and Laurent, Donahue, Austin, and Klenner. Austin's going to come off for Rudolph. McPherson, he paddles the puck near side, picked up by Donahue. He finds a streaking Ethan Rudolph. Rudolph at the center line. He's got Donahue. It's a 2-on-3. He rifles a shot, blocker side. Puck slides near side. Back to center ice. Gannon's on the ice. He taps it to Rudolph. Rudolph right through the high slot. He gets intercepted. Puck slides free. Back behind the Farmington goal. Farmington comes all the way down. Nice job by Prouty. Gets a foot on that shot to block it. Back behind the Eagan goal line. That's a shot. That's a goal. So Farmington goes up 1-0. Turnover by Eagan, top of the slot. Farmington was able to step in and take a nice shot. Blocker side, hit the corner. So nice, you got Bauman, Kalaji, Cy, Gannon, Prouty, McPherson back in net. 11:46 remaining in the first period. Bauman wins the faceoff, throws it near boards. Bounces out to Farmington. Farmington to the Eagan blue line. They make one man miss. Come back around. Poke check by Prouty. Back to the point. Bauman's there to support. Prouty gets it back to center ice. Gannon has the puck, backhands it. D to D to Prouty. Prouty looking up for Cy. Doesn't get all of it. Gannon comes and takes it off. Helps him out. Puck is at the top of the point for Farmington. They swing it back down below the Eagan goal line. Prouty unable to clear the zone. Farmington with a cross ice pass to the far point, and that's a shot. Save. McPherson. Puck is loose out front for Nolan Kalaji. He gets his pocket picked. Prouty yet again a great defensive play, and Gannon swings it back to center. Turnover. Here goes Everett Cy. Cy comes far side circle, backhand pass over to Kalaji. Kalaji shot. Takes it wrap around. No one's there for Eagan. As Farmington comes the other way as a 2-on-2. Stricker and Laurent are back for your Wildcats. Stricker deflects it wide left, picked up by Farmington back behind the net. Farmington hits the far point. That's a shot. Bounces through, does not get through traffic. Laurent knocks it near side corner. Puck controlled by Farmington. They swing it wide, but Collage is there to try to knock it out. Shot. Wide right. Laurent and Bauman apply pressure behind the goal line. Now Bauman, he's going to throw back to center ice and get a change. So Eagan has three new forwards in Austin, Donahue, and Lawrence. McPherson looks for Donahue, for Lawrence, gets it back up to the point. That's a shot. Scary shot. Sails just wide right. Oh, here comes Beckett Laurent near boards. Laurent up to Lawrence. Donahue applies pressure in the offensive zone. Gets the puck, has it. Austin takes it off his stick and turnover. Gannon and Prouty are back on the ice. Farmington takes the offensive zone. Battle down low. Puck is free. Gannon's there. Austin's waiting for it. Farmington comes away with it. Right through the low slot. Great pass. Doesn't get all of it on the shot. Pad glove save by McPherson. So we'll have a face-off to McPherson's left-hand side. Near side bubble here in the Eagan defensive zone. Prouty and Gannon will stay on the ice. Joined by Rudolph, Klenner, and Bauman. Bauman wins the faceoff, slides it to Prouty. Prouty surveys the ice, goes D to D back to Gannon. Gannon loses an edge into the boards. Farmington's there. Rudolph to Bauman. Bauman can't exit the zone. Here comes Farmington with a shot. Boot save. Prouty. Bauman attacks the puck in the near side corner. Farmington wraps it around the goal before they find their point near side, and they're going to cycle it down low. Prouty, nice battle. He takes the puck right from Farmington. Klenner sends it back out to the neutral zone before Farmington is called for offside, so the neutralized drop near side bubble. Eagan half of the ice. So far, the momentum all in the direction of the Farmington Tigers. Cy, Donahue, Kolaji, Stricker, and Laurent. Donahue wins the faceoff, drops it to Stricker. Stricker, lob pass up to Donahue. Donahue gets frozen at the red line. Puck comes the other way, back again behind the Eagan goal line. Stricker to Donahue. Donahue back to Stricker, who looks up and finds Kolaji before there's a whistle for a rough. So Farmington gets called for a rough as number 39 heads to the penalty box for an Eagan Wildcat power play. Pull the face off to the Farmington netminder's left-hand side. You're starting five on this power play. Donahue, Kolaji, Cy, Laurent, and Stricker. McPherson back in net, thankful for the reprieve and hoping for an extended offensive zone pressure. Farmington clears the zone, but Laurent comes up on it, slides it over, looking for Cy, just out in front. Now here comes Farmington. It's a 2-on-3. They're going to attack the red line and dump it deep. Chase it. McPherson, he gobbles it up back behind the net and swings it up for Laurent. Laurent looking for Cy. That'll be icing. So far on the power play, Eagan Wildcats not taking advantage of the man, of the extra man. Gannon, Prouty, Austin, Bauman, and Lawrence will face off to the right of Noah McPherson. Farmington wins the puck. They're going to pass it around. Shot. Gets blocked by Prouty, wide right. Picked up by Gannon. Back out to Prouty. Prouty goes wide with it. Austin tries to pick it up. That's a shot. Wide right near side. Prouty's there. Pokes it up looking for Bauman. Offside, Farmington. 37 seconds remaining on the Eagan Wildcat power play. Lawrence, Austin, Bauman, Gannon, and Prouty. Bauman lines up to take the face-off. Drops it back to Prouty. Prouty off the boards to Caden Austin. Austin slides it over for Jimmy Lawrence. Good look, doesn't get through traffic as Farmington tips it back out to center ice. Gannon throws it down, nails the referee. He looks like he's no worse for wear. Prouty shot from the point, right down to Lawrence. Lawrence battles, tries another shot on net, unable to do so. As Farmington flips the ice, power play's over. Shot, big save, wraps it around. Puck is free, nice job by McPherson. He gets around, blocks it. And they're going to call a checking on Graham Prouty. So from power play to penalty kill. Pull the face off to McPherson's right-hand side. McPherson did a really nice job stuffing that far post as Farmington had all intents and purposes to wrap it around for the goal. So Rudolph, Stricker, Klenner, and Laurent on the ice. Rudolph hounds the Farmington Tiger in the far boards. Quick shot, bounces up into the chest of McPherson, swings it wide for Rudolph. Rudolph looking to ice it, gets it back to the blue line. Farmington holds his own, they come near side circle, blocker save. Stricker back on the Eagan net to Laurent. Laurent back to Stricker. Stricker looking for Rudolph. He can't catch up to it. Farmington holds his own. Back and forth. Now Stricker. Stricker's got the puck. He's looking to clear it. He does, forcing Farmington to regroup. They regroup quickly and dump it down into the near side corner. Wraps it on for Stricker. Stricker. Turnover right to Farmington. They step right up far side circle. Does not get the traffic. Laurent knocks that wide. Rudolph picks it up. Eagan with an opportunity. They come out to the blue line. But Farmington's able to collect the puck and bring it down low. You got Donahue, Laurent, Stricker, and Rudolph on the ice for your Wildcats. Stricker to Rudolph. Rudolph back to center ice, and there it goes. Icing will be waived. Puck won't get there. 8 seconds remaining on the Eagan PK. Very nice job. 2 seconds, 1 second. PK is over. Eagan full strength. Nice job. Prouty shooter right in a high slot. He shoots. Glove save. He was hoping to get a little bit more mustard on that shot, but a nice turnover led to a nice scoring opportunity by Prouty as he came out of the box. Prouty, Gannon, Donahue, Kalaji, Sy. .4:25 remaining in the first period. Sy with the puck, tries to slide it over for Donahue, gets knocked wide by Farmington. Kalaji on the far boards, loses it between his feet. Farmington throws it down ice, they'll be icing. So we'll come back to the Farmington Netminders left-hand side for another offensive zone face-off. Again, you got Donahue with Sy on his left and Kalaji on his right. Gannon and Prouty behind him. Donahue, face-off, pushes it wide into the far corner. Picked up by Farmington. Their outlet pass intercepted by Kalaji and Gannon. Second effort gets it back out to the red line. Prouty dangles off the boards, taken by Farmington. That's offside. So a neutralized drop, far side bubble. Eagan half of the ice. Gannon, Prouty will stay on and will be joined by Bauman, Lawrence, and Austin. Bauman to Austin. Austin had it knocked away momentarily before Bauman came up, helped him out. Now back to Gannon. Gannon's going to throw it. They're going to call ice on that, though. 66 should have hit it, but not a bad call. So we'll come all the way back down to the Eagan defensive zone. To McPherson's right-hand side. Bauman lines up for the face-off. Tries to slide over to Austin. Farmington wins it. Shot from the top of the point. Rebound. Nice save, McPherson, as the first shot went wide right. Picked up by Tiger down at the Eagan goal line. Gannon chases the puck along the far corner. Skates past it. That's a shot. That's a goal. Very nice pass. Low slot. One times it. Back door. So Farmington Tigers with 3:22 remaining in the first period go up by a goal differential of 2. Klenner, Donahue, Rudolph, Stricker, Laurent. Laurent off the boards near side, picked up by Farmington as they switch the ice. They're going to take the red line and dump it deep. McPherson to Laurent. Shot does not get through traffic. Nice shot by Laurent. Gets down on it. Rebound. And shot finds the glove of Noah McPherson. So the face-off to McPherson's right-hand side. Same 5 will remain on the ice as Donahue takes the face-off. You got Rudolph on his right, Klenner on his left. A little bit back and forth. Puck is loose. That's a shot right into the breadbasket. McPherson stays strong and hauls that one in. So we'll line up another face-off as just 9 seconds came off the clock after the last face-off. Donahue again swings it wide for Rudolph. Rudolph can't catch up to it. Farmington cycles it. Stricker up to Donahue. Donahue looking for Rudolph, who slides it back to Donahue. He's looking for some open ice here. He's got time and space. Nice pass up to Rudolph right at the logo. Rudolph tries to make one man miss, but they got a stick on it, and now here comes Farmington the other way. Nice job. Donahue blocked a shot with his shin pads. And then for the effort, he got pushed to his backside. No call. Eagan recovers the puck. They come the other way. It's a 3-on-3. Rudolph has it knocked away on the far boards. These Wildcats they tend to play a lot better when they move the puck. When they stop moving their feet and the puck, it's when things get a little lopsided. All right, so Farmington will get a penalty for an elbow to the Klenner's back. So Klenner nursing that left shoulder. He took a big hit into the boards. The Wildcats will go back on the power play. 1:44 remaining in the first period. Bauman, Kalaji, Sai, Gannon, Prouty line up to the left of the Farmington goaltender. Bauman lines up to take the face-off with Kalaji on his right side and his left. Face-off goes the way of Farmington. Sai battles, tries to hold the zone. Puck pops free, near side. Farmington goes back to center ice. Prouty cuts it off. Before Farmington, they dump it. Icing's been waived. Gannon's back to get it back to his own goal line. Gannon's looking up ice. He's going to pass up to Sai. Sai along the near boards. Muscles through traffic. He's got Bauman right in the middle. Takes a shot. Oh, puck is loose. Kalaji couldn't get a stick on it. Had a wide open net. Nice job by Farmington to get his stick up. That's a penalty against Prouty for tripping. So we went from the man advantage to a 4-on-4 even strength with 53 seconds remaining on the Farmington penalty. So we'll go 4-on-4 for 53 seconds, and then the Farmington Tigers will have a power play for the remaining 37 seconds. However, there's 1 minute, 6 seconds left in the first period. If you followed all of that, I'm impressed. Farmington wins the faceoff. Nice job by Laurent knocking that wide. You got Laurent, Austin, Lawrence, and Stricker. Farmington back out to the point. Lawrence tries to scoop it up. Gets past him. Laurent's there to help. Laurent to Austin. Austin takes his time. Turnover right in the middle of the slot. Farmington comes down. They fan on it. Nice save by McPherson. Pops it back out to Lawrence. Lawrence, he comes near side, top side circle, holds it up, backs out to Laurent. Laurent, he's going to shoot, does not get through. Farmington, they kick it down and come the other way. Farmington, that shot deflected by Lawrence. Laurent off the boards and around. Farmington Tigers on the power play, 8 seconds remaining in the period. Stricker, good stick. He clears it Did not clear it. Gave it to Austin. Back at center ice. Austin comes near side. No one home for your Wildcats. But that is the end of one as your Wildcats 0. Farmington Tigers 2. Yep. Here we go, period 2. Eagan Wildcats versus the Farmington Tigers. Farmington Tigers on the power play to start the second period. Eagan Wildcats in their way blues, skating left to right. Backhand pass, Gannon to Laurent. You got Laurent, Gannon, Donahue, and Rudolph. As Farmington holds the offensive zone, 10 seconds remaining in the penalty for Grand Prouty. Rudolph, nice job scooping that up, gets it back to the center logo. 2 seconds remaining. Eagan Wildcats full strength. Laurent, he swings it around near side all the way up to Prouty. Prouty, he's got Rudolph and Donahue. He swings it along the far boards in the far corner. Farmington wins the race to the puck. Donahue gets a stick on it. Donahue not getting much help because it's a lot of white sweaters, and somehow that puck came out to the only Farmington Tiger that was not down in that corner. Farmington brings it past, drop pass. They don't get a shot on net. That's pushed wide left. Gannon's there. Gannon off the boards to Rudolph, to himself. Now he gets it up to Klenner. Klenner nudges it back into the offensive zone. Picked up by Farmington. Great pass by Farmington. They broke it out. It's a 2-on-none as they come up. Nice job by Eagan applying pressure. Farmington player fell. I think that they could have called a trip. Glad they didn't. Klenner, nice block. Puck sails free down to the far side corner as they hit their point. They missed their point. Klenner and Rudolph try to track it down, but Farmington collects it back in their own defensive zone. You have Bauman, Sy, Rudolph, Gannon, and Prouty. Farmington nudges it back. It's a 2-on-2, but they peel off for a change, so Prouty has all the time in the world, has the puck back behind his own net. He looks up ice, makes a move as he swings the puck up to Bauman. Bauman's looking near side for Kolagi. Kolagi, nice job getting the puck around the referee. Kicks it free, shot. A little bit high up in the slot, does not get through to the goaltender, picked up by Farmington as they look near side. Puck is still in the Eagan offensive zone. Good battle by the boys out there. Farmington collects it, backhand pass right to the logo. Kolagi gets a stick on it, but Farmington's there to recover. Farmington dumps it, Gannon collects it. Gannon up ice. Nice pass up to Kolagi. It's Kolagi and Sy. Kolagi comes near side, brings it back, centers it to nobody. Farmington tries to break it out. Pass near side. Great stick by Stricker. But Farmington collects it. Their shot deflected up and over the net. Kolagi, Donahue, Lawrence, Stricker, and Laurent on the ice. Donahue dumps it. Kolagi comes off for Caden Austin. Farmington finding their lone player, the left winger. He's going to dump it, chase it. Stricker catches up to it. Stricker up off the far boards, goes right to Farmington. But Lawrence is there to knock it free. Lawrence to Laurent. Laurent bodies into the corner. The referee was not looking. Eagan catches a break. Farmington cycles it back up out top. The right D can't catch up to it, so they got to recover it back at the center line. Shot wide left. Oh, it's a shot and a goal. So McPherson, that was a shot, went off of his pad into the corner. So the Farmington Tigers go up 3-0 here, 9:55 remaining in the second period. Rudolph, Bauman, Gannon, Prouty, and Klenner. Farmington throws it down in the Eagan defensive zone. Gannon rushes back. He's going to slide it around the boards. Block shot by Rudolph. Sails wide. Farmington holds his own. But Bauman picks his pocket at the far side. Tries to swing it up for Rudolph. Gets knocked down by Farmington. Farmington with a chance near the side circle. Prouty does a nice job poking that wide. Ends up on the stick of Ethan Rudolph. Rudolph loses at the blue line. One too many moves. Nice pass there. Prouty looking for Gannon. Gannon, remembering his defense, slides back. Holds the blue line. Now he comes up. Near side circle. That's a shot. Blocker save. Pushed wide. Zone held by Prouty. Rudolph, nice job. He takes it. Puck right off of the Farmington Tigers stick. Goes center looking for Klenner. Does not get through traffic. Farmington comes up the other way. Gannon pinches. It's a 3-on-1 going the other way. That was offside. No call. Tripping. No call. Prouty gets the puck off the boards to Rudolph. Rudolph has side. It's a 2-on-2. Rudolph, he comes near side. Tries to swing over to the side. But by that point in time, there were 3 Tigers right in the mid slot. No room for side to pick up that puck. Outlet pass to 2-on-2 going the other way. Gannon probably back. That's a shot. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. That was a strong pass. That sails wide. Picked up by Donahue. You got Donahue, Kolaji, side, Gannon, Prouty. Farmington controls the puck back at the center logo. Prouty takes a body there. Puck sails free back behind the Eagan net. On the far boards, you've got Donahue with it. Donahue tries to slide it up and unable to clear the zone as Farmington very active with their sticks and feet. Farmington back behind the net. Pass right off the post. Slides free and up for Farmington. Pad save McPherson, bounces wide right. Donahue. Nice job, he's shifty. He gets the puck, goes around the Farmington forward. But he loses the puck at the blue line. Here comes Farmington. Farmington, their shot deflected near boards. But they're cycling it like they're on the power play. Gannon now strips it after Kolaji took it off. That's coming down. That will be no icing as it was on net. And Farmington covers it, so a face-off in the Eagan offensive zone. McPherson comes off. Brody Verstraat enters the fray. 6:27 remaining in the second period. Bauman, Austin, Klenner, Stricker, and Laurent. Bauman with the puck in the far corner, swings it over to Austin. Austin trying to get a shot on net. Farmington pushes it out wide. Bit of a hold. Nice shot by Klenner. Does not get through. Toss it back out to Laurent. Laurent down low to Bauman. Bauman tried to slide it over to Austin. He gets stepped in front of by Farmington, and they're able to take the puck back up to the point. And Laurent slides it back down low. Again, back on the stick of Laurent. Laurent tries to slide it down low, looking for Bauman. Bauman's not there. Slides over to Austin. Austin, centering pass. Sails back behind the netminder for Bauman. Bauman back up to Laurent. Laurent captures the puck. He throws it right back down low. Austin's there. Slides it back out to Stricker. Stricker with a one-timer. He does not connect, and Farmington comes in. It's a 3-on-1. Laurent is back. Nice pass. Good stick by Laurent 2 times. Laurent forces that puck wide right. Farmington recovers it, though. They come back around, back behind McPherson. Cycle it up to the far point. Who gives it right back to the top side circle. Laurent again, poke check. Gives it to Austin. Austin, he's going to sail it back to the center line, forcing Farmington to recover and push it offside. So that allows the Eagan Wildcats to get a fresh 5 on the ice. Stellar play by Beckett Laurent as he foils a 3-on-1 opportunity. Donahue, Rudolph, Lawrence, Gannon, and Prouty. Donahue. Up to Rudolph. Farmington comes the other way with it, near side circle, back at the Eagan goal line. They pass it around, deflected. But then Farmington comes around, tries to wrap around, hits the post, and Verstraat covers it for a face-off in the Eagan defensive zone, top side circle to Verstraat's left-hand side. Gannon, Prouty, Donahue, Rudolph, Lawrence. Verstraat in net. Donahue for Prouty. Prouty up off the boards, hits the Farmington point, but it bounces up over his stick. Good pressure by your Eagan Wildcats. However, that is offside. It was picked off the red line, and Lawrence had a full head of steam. Pull a face-off, neutral zone, far bubble. Farmington half of the ice. Donahue pushes it forward. Puck collected by Farmington. Back out to Gannon at the red line. Gannon can't catch up to it. Prouty's back to try to help out. That shot knocked down by Lawrence back behind the goal line. Eagan applying pressure. Puck is loose at the near side circle before Gannon collects it. Sends it back out to center ice. Offside. Farmington, neutralized drop, fires bubble. Eagan half of the ice. Bauman inside, Kalaji, Stricker, and Laurent. 4:25 remaining in the second period. Eagan Wildcats facing uphill battle here, down 3. Bauman takes the face-off, slides it back to Laurent. Laurent can't exit the zone. Good pressure by Farmington as they swing it back behind the Eagan goal line. Stricker to Kalaji. It's a 1-on-4. Kalaji hits the Farmington goal line. That's a backwards pass to Bauman, who takes it offside. Kalaji not able to get back onside. Probably should show the fans how dapper Charlie Bauman looks over there on the bench. What a good-looking dude over there. I don't think I've dressed that fancy since last time I was at a funeral. Kalaji, Bauman, Sy, Laurent, and Stricker on the ice. Bauman lines up for the face-off, pushes it forward, picked up by Farmington. They nudge it back to the red line. Stricker's got it. Tries to hit Bauman, slides free to Farmington. Bauman holds the line momentarily. Now it's offside Eagan as Stricker goes far side. Very, very close there at the blue line, so we'll line up near side bubble, neutral zone. Farmington side of the ice. So again, you got Bauman with Kalaji on his right, Sy on his left, Stricker and Laurent behind him. Well, Stricker was at the red line, so they will do it at the center logo. Quick whistle. Sy was really hopeful. He saw a lot of white ice out there. Or open ice. All right, so we'll redo it. The line judge saw somebody creeping in a little bit early. Bauman to Kalaji. Kalaji back to Bauman. Farmington, they recover the puck. But Kawaji holds his own momentarily. Nice job by Farmington finding their left winger as he brings it out wide, enters it, or dumps it back on the Eagan goal line. Eagan lets him skate down to pick it up himself, slides it through the low slot, and all the way out to the point. That shot deflected by Laurent. Laurent up to Cy. Cy, near side, gets a poke check, drops it, looking for Bauman. Just a little bit too hard. But Cy holds the blue line. Gets the Bauman, back to Cy. Cy, near side corner. Loses it to Farmington. They come back out. It's a 3-on-1 again. Nice pass by Farmington. They hit the blue line, go back, top of the circle. That shot deflected. Eagan Wildcats do a nice job back checking. Not allowing Farmington to get a shot on net. Puck out to Cy. Cy tries to go off the boards around the Farmington forwards. Does not get there. Farmington dumps it back into the Eagan defensive zone. Laurent has the puck. Skates it up. Was looking for Cy. That's an icing. So we'll come all the way back down to the Eagan defensive zone to the left of Brody Verstraat for a defensive face-off. Gannon, Prouty, Donahue, Klenner, and Rudolph. Donahue, back to Prouty, slides it back up to the Farmington point, shot, does not get through traffic. Gannon held it for a minute, slides it out to Rudolph. Rudolph off the boards, tries to get it to Donahue. Farmington's there, has a trip against Rudolph. He'll come to the bench for an Eagan Wildcat penalty kill. So Farmington goes on the power play. 2:08 remaining in the second period. Donahue, Gannon, Prouty, and Klenner. Farmington wins the face-off. Can't handle the point. Taken by Gannon. Gannon up off the boards. That's going to sail down. Gets there for an icing, so we'll come back down into the Eagan defensive zone. Donahue lines up for the faceoff. He's got Gannon on his right, Prouty, and Klenner on his left. Shot gets all the way through. Pad save Verstraat out to Klenner. Klenner along the far boards. Does not get it back to center ice. Farmington cycles it down low. Deflected by Donahue and Prouty as Klenner is the second shot at it. Klenner to Gannon. Gannon takes the blue line. He's going to go off the boards just into the line judge. Puck is held for a moment. Donahue, nice job, bounces out to Klenner. Klenner takes the offensive zone before he gets his pocket picked, and Farmington comes the other way. Farmington takes the offensive zone, goes right around Gannon. That's a shot, big save by Verstraat. Rebound goes to Gannon. He reverses direction to Prouty. Prouty up off the boards, held at the point by Farmington until Donahue blocks a shot. Donahue comes out looking to slide over to Klenner. But that number, was it 15 or 25? 15 from Farmington. Absolute bang-up job tracking that puck, knocking it forward, and forcing offside by Eagan. So there's 24 seconds remaining in the Eagan PK. 1:01 remaining in the second period. Austin, Bauman, Laurent, and Stricker are on the ice. Face-off is won by Bauman. Slides it over to Austin. Austin can't control it. Farmington the other way. That's a stick save and cover by Verstraat. So the face off to Brody's right-hand side. Eagan defensive zone. 12 seconds remaining on Rudolph's penalty. Bauman lines up. He's got Laurent on his left, Stricker behind him, and Austin on his right. Stricker catches up to the puck, slides over for Laurent. Laurent, nice move around the right winger, Farmington. He takes the blue line himself, and then he dumps it for an icing. Oh, they're going to say tip, no icing. Great job by Laurent. Rudolph's penalty is over. Eagan's back at full strength. Rudolph goes to the side. and Lawrence comes on. It's a 3-on-2 come their way for Farmington. They take it topside circle. Backhand pass right down low. Backhand shot, save! Verstraat goes wide left. Picked up by Farmington. Poke check by Bauman. Bauman to Austin. Austin to Lawrence. Now Klenner and Bauman battle for it along the far boards. And that'll bring us to the end of 2. Your score is still 0 Eagan, 3 Farmington. Welcome back to the third period. The Wildcats and their away Blues getting right to left. You got Cy, Donahue, Kolaji, Gannon, Prouty. Farmington wins the faceoff. They take it right down the heart of the Eagan defense. Slides it over. Nice centering pass. Blocked by Verstraat. Kolaji takes it into the far corner. Farmington try to drop it to the low slot. Sails wide on him as Cy takes the offensive zone. Cy tries to dump it deep. The left defenseman knocks it back to the point, and Gannon holds it to Cy. Cy to Kolaji. Kolaji, topside circle. Had Donahue, was out-muscled by 27 from Farmington as they clear the ice. Nice outlet pass. Gannon gets beat. Prouty's back. Prouty gets a skate on it. Kolaji comes the other way. Kolaji and Donahue. Kolaji gets his pocket pick far side, and Farmington's coming the other way. Prouty, Stricker, Cy, Donahue, Kolaji. Good poke check by Stricker, gets it to Prouty. Prouty back to center ice. Stricker back in his own net. Lob pass off the stick of Laurent to Austin. You got Cy, Austin, Bauman, Laurent, Stricker. Austin at the red line. Swings it over for Cy. Cy is getting off the ice. Farmington mishandles it. Picked up by Jimmy Lawrence. Lawrence to Bauman. Farmington brings it back to center ice as Stricker tries to catch up to it along the far boards. Mishandled by Farmington. Austin's there to take it back to the center line. Farmington dumps it deep. Stricker recovers it. Stricker backhands it for Laurent. Laurent. He does some dancing in the back. Tries to get it to Stricker, but Farmington controls. They come back out to the top side point. That shot kicked by Laurent. Second shot, blocker save. Verstraat out to Bauman. Bauman up to Austin. Austin. Puck slides off of his stick. Recovered by Farmington. There'll be no icing as Farmington knocked it back into their own defensive zone. Prouty and Gannon are on, along with Donahue. They join Lawrence and Austin. Gannon dumps it deep, far side corner. Picked up by Farmington, back behind his own goaltender. Cross ice pass, zone held for just a second. Nice shot by Prouty, good muscle. Lawrence is over to help out. Come on. They're going to call a penalty on Graham Prouty for running him down into the back. Not a great call. So Eagan Wildcats go back on the penalty kill. Farmington Tigers go on the power play. 11:03 remaining in the third period. You got Gannon, Rudolph, Klenner, and Laurent. Rudolph lines up for the face-off. 1:30 on the board. To Laurent. Laurent tries to get it back out to center ice. Zone held by Farmington. They can take it near side circle. They wrap around. Shot blocked by Laurent. Out to Klenner. Klenner skates it back out to the center line. Forcing Farmington to recover it. Klenner then harasses him, allowing vital seconds to run off of this PK. Gannon out to Klenner. Klenner takes the center line. Rudolph streaks. It's a one-on-one. Rudolph has the puck. He comes around. Tries to one-hand the stick to hold possession. Gets out-muscled by a Farmington player who's my size. Shot. Hits the post. Comes wide right near side. Farmington fans on it, the blue line, able to recover it. Goes back down, Gannon kicks it wide. Shot. Save, their shot up into the netting. Eagan will get some fresh skaters on the ice in Cy, Kolodji, Bauman, and Stricker. 24 seconds remaining on the PK. Face off to Versailles left-hand side, near side bubble in the Eagan defensive zone. Farmington wins the face-off, sends it up high. Kolodji, nice job. He steals that one. Right off the pass, brings it back to the center logo. Farmington races to get back on side. They do, and they'll send it deep back behind Verstraat. Shot, pad save, Verstraat. Nice job by Stricker. He paddles that out wide. And now Eagan's back at full strength. Stricker goes wide with it to Graham Prouty. 9:19 remaining. Prouty up to Kolodji. It's Kolodji and Cy and Bauman. Kolodji loses the puck, far side circle. Eagan offensive zone. Farmington wraps it around. Cy holds it. Sends it right back. Stricker to Kolodji. Farmington outlet pass. Hits their own blue line, but between Cy and Prouty, they're able to reverse it. Here comes Cy. He's got Bauman and Kolodji. Cy to Bauman. Bauman shot. Blocker pad save. Cy, another shot. Another pad save. Puck is at the blue line. And now here comes Farmington on a 1-on-2. They streak up, far side circle. That shot goes behind the Eagan net. Picked up by Kolodji. Kolodji up off the boards. He gets pinched by a Farmington Tiger. Bauman and Prouty there to help. Shot paddled away by Verstraat. So you Wildcats with a cherry of an opportunity there, but just an amazing goalie effort to keep that out of the net for Farmington. Gannon high off the glass, looking for Bauman. Bounces just behind him. Farmington holds his own. Gannon again to Bauman. Bauman up ice to the center line. Farmington's there. They send it down into the Eagan defensive zone. Gannon has it. Tries to go high off the boards. He gets run over from behind. No call against Farmington. Kolodji with the puck. He cycles. Up to Bauman. Bowman's going to knock it in and get a change. You got Austin, Donahue, Stricker, Laurent, and Lawrence. Shot, Farmington. Deflected wide right, picked up by Stricker. Turnover, Eagan. Turnover, Eagan, Farmington goal. Too much stick handling by your Eagan Wildcats, leading to turnovers and extra offensive possessions for the Farmington Tigers. Donahue, Lawrence, Austin, Stricker, and Laurent. Stricker to the center line to Lawrence, loses the puck, regains the puck, and takes the offensive zone. All right, they're going to call a penalty for a rough on 96. So your Wildcats call the power play. A little bit of a makeup call, but I will take it. Face off will be to the netminder's right-hand side. All right, so face off, netminder's right-hand side, near side circle. Klenner, Bauman, Laurent, Stricker, Rudolph. Eagan would love to get a quick one here early in the power play. But alas, their effort, they come out empty-handed as the Farmington Tigers, they flip the ice. Laurent and Stricker are back. Farmington takes it all the way up. Their shot, saved by Verstraat, comes out wide, near side. Klenner tries to hit a streaking Rudolph. That was just out in front. Farmington holds his own, they dump it deep. Laurent, back behind Verstraat to Stricker. Stricker, nice idea, looking for Bauman, but just a really good active stick by Farmington. Pad save, Verstraat swings it out to Laurent. Laurent, near side to Klenner. Klenner's got Bauman and Rudolph. Shot by Klenner, deflected wide right into the far corner. Gannon and Prouty are on the ice. 29 seconds remaining in the power play. Farmington fans on it, but still has enough time to catch up to it and push it wide into the Eagan defensive zone. Rudolph to Prouty. Prouty takes it all the way up into the near side circle before he gets taken down. Battle ensues, and Farmington swings it back beyond their own net. Farmington, they are now at full strength as the power play is over. They are streaking up the ice. Nice job by Cy. He catches up to it, holds them off as they had a one-on-none opportunity had they hit the player coming out of the penalty box. Gannon kicks it back in the offensive zone for an offside, so they'll settle it down. Face off. Top side bubble. Farmington half the ice. You got Cy, Donahue, Kalaji, Gannon, Prouty. Donahue back to Prouty, who finds Kalaji, and then Donahue. Donahue dumps it deep, far side corner. But then Farmington turns it, comes the other way with speed. That pass somehow finds the streaking centerman. Shot, pad save, Verstraat as Cy sends it back to center ice. That'll be offside. Farmington, 4:22 remaining in the third period as Eagan Wildcats trail by 4. Laurent, Stricker, Bauman, Austin, and Lawrence. Face off won by Eagan until Farmington steals it, flips the ice, and takes a shot. It's deflected wide right, back behind Verstraat. Second shot hits the back of the cage. Eagan clustered in front of Verstraat. Puck pops free to Lawrence. All right, check by Laurent. No whistle. Stricker, dangerous pass right to the mid slot, picked up by Farmington. That shot taken away by Laurent. Laurent, backhand pass up to Austin. Austin to Lawrence. A little bit too much zip on that pass. Lawrence can't hang on to it. Rand from Farmington comes back. Shot a little bit wide right, glove down by Verstraat. Pull the face off to Verstraat's left-hand side, near side circle here in the Eagan defensive zone. Pretty subdued crowd here on this Wednesday evening in Farmington, Minnesota. Donahue wins the faceoff, slides that back to Prouty. You got Prouty, Gannon, Klenner, Donahue, and Rudolph. Gannon just clears it. That'll be icing if it gets there, and it will not. Icing's been waived. Farmington, though, they catch up to it. They bring it up along the near side boards. Prouty, Gannon, and Rudolph are back for your Wildcats. Extra move at the blue line. Almost caught Farmington offside. He wheels it back, controls it, and dumps it deep. Near side corner. Wraps around the boards for Gannon. Gannon, backhand pass to Prouty. Farmington, center pass. Shot, save, and cover by Verstraat. Bauman takes the face-off, slides it over to Cy. Cy up off the near side boards. He gets stuffed to the blue line. Bauman, Laurent, Stricker, Cy, and Kolaji on the ice. Cy battles down low, slides over for Bauman. Bauman back to center ice. 2:10 remaining. Farmington, they're going to dump it. They're offside. So the neutral zone face-off, near side bubble. Eagan half of the ice. Bauman with Cy as left and Kolaji on his right. Gets the puck over to Stricker. Stricker up high off the boards looking for Kolaji. Doesn't get through. Stricker back to Bauman. Bauman slides over for Cy. Cy's got the puck. Wraps it around. Leaves it right in front for Bauman. Bauman's shot. Slides through the crease. No one's home. Kolaji picks it up far side boards. That shot again right through the crease like a bullet. That's a check against Farmington. So power play for Eagan with 1:33 remaining. Prouty, Gannon, Cy, Bauman, Kolaji. Prouty's got the puck with the near side point. That shot deflected. Oh, at the post! Rebound off the post again! 2 posts in a row. No puck luck here for your Wildcats late in the third period. Farmington with speed. They come up the ice. Have it taken away by Eagan. And Prouty to Bauman. Bauman finds Cy. Cy again, near side circle. He comes back around with speed. He gets knocked down. Back behind the net. Farmington comes over the puck. And they're able to get it down the ice. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Only 2 seconds separating the penalty clock and the period clock. Kolaji to Cy. Cy's going to dump and change. Donahue attacks. You got Donahue, Kolaji, Prouty, Gannon. Gannon throws it on net. Bouncing puck on to Donahue. He can't catch up to it. He was smothered by two Tigers. Eagan finds the point. Prouty dumps it down in the near side corner. 15 seconds to Lawrence. Lawrence spins around. Good stick by a big Farmington defenseman. Pokes that away. Farmington takes the offensive zone, dumps it near side corner. As time expires here, Farmington wins 4-0.